Hi guys, I'm Paul the Motor Guy. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about the friction zone when doing slow speed maneuvers. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a tip that will help. So hang tight. Now there are two things that keeps a motorcycle from falling. The first is momentum. So if you ride down the highway at 50 miles an hour and fall off, the motorcycle will continue to roll until it loses momentum, then it will wobble and fall over. Now, if you don't have momentum, like if you're doing a U-turn, the second thing that keeps a motorcycle from falling is what we call power to the rear wheel, or being in the friction zone. As long as you have active power going to the rear wheel, the motorcycle will not fall. So, what is the friction zone? The friction zone is when the clutch is partially engaged, allowing just enough power to the rear wheel for forward movement. Now, there's only a couple millimeters from being in the friction zone to fully engaged. Now this is important to know because there's very little clutch movement when using the friction zone when doing slow speed maneuvers. Now to demonstrate this, I'm going to ride some 360 showing my clutch hand. See how there's little to no movement of the clutch lever. Once I find the friction zone, I hold it. Now I'm going to do a U-turn. Now as I'm entering the U-turn, I'm already in the friction zone. And I'm going to stay in the friction zone all the way through the turn. Now whenever you're doing a slow speed maneuver and you feel like the motorcycle is going to fall, just slowly release the clutch lever a little bit more, which will release more power to the rear wheel, and the motorcycle will either maintain its lean or come up out of the lean just a little bit. Something you can do that will help you with where the clutch engages the friction zone is simply by rocking back and forth using the friction zone. So what you do is you sit on the motorcycle with it running, with it in first gear with the clutch lever squeezed in. Now you're going to slowly release the clutch lever until the bike starts to move forward, and then you're going to squeeze in the clutch lever and then rock it back with your feet. Again, you're going to slowly release the clutch lever until the bike starts to move forward. Then you're going to squeeze the clutch lever in and then rock it back with your feet. Now you continue to do this over and over again. Now this can be done in a parking lot or while you're stopped behind traffic. Now I will still do this from time to time. The purpose of this drill is to learn where the clutch lever starts to engage the friction zone on your motorcycle, and to build muscle memory to the point that you're able to engage the friction zone without even having to think about it. Now let me show you how this looks. Now it's time for that tip I mentioned in the beginning of this video. Now this tip will help prevent the motorcycle from having that quick dip when you turn the handlebars to make your U-turn. The tip is set your friction zone early. This means to be in the friction zone before you turn the handlebars to make your U-turn. When you do this, the motorcycle will have a gradual lean instead of that quick dip. Now I recommend you watching this video where I cover some common mistakes that riders make when using the clutch. Now, until next time, practice, 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 and ride safe.